Good morning to all my YouTube viewers. Here's another video for you guys, just with my Bullet 350 stock exhaust sound. Sorry, I was not planning any new rides this week, so it was totally unplanned ride near to my home, a little bit of countryside roads. So, hope you enjoy this pure exhaust sound. I have a new point of view from the chest. I got a new chest strap mount where I could fix my camera and give you this kind of a view where the camera is placed right in front of the chest. As you can see the full dash of the Bullet 350. Uh, Hope you like this view better than my helmet mount. I also recorded the exhaust sound separately, and so I used my mobile phone to record the exhaust sound, which captures the sound of the bullet without the wind noise pretty much, and you can make a clear difference as you can hear a lot of the bullet's bass sound in this clip. So this is how the pure stock silencer sounds when you are standing on the road and you see a bullet pass by you. This is how it exactly sounds. I like the silencer of the Bullet 350 better than the classic 350 or the Meteor 350 sounds. Even the Hunter 350 sound is very likable. So I see these two sounds quite unique, Hunter 350 and the Bullet 350. And I like the Bullet 350's thump at the low revs, very nice. So I'm just riding my bike around here. It's a place called Hesarghatta. There are a lot of horticultural farms over here, and there's a lake nearby onto the left hand side. As you can see, I'm just trying to stand on my bike, saddle on my bike, and try to have a view. I was hoping I could get an entry from this place, but if you want to see the lake, there is a separate entry point. It's a totally different road. So this lake bed serves as one of the water sources for Bangalore drinking water. And this is besides the lake, the place I'm riding. There are a lot of horticulture farms here. Also, there is Nandini Farm. Uh, so, yeah, so this road is pretty much isolated. I think it's open for public because I see no one restricting me from using this road. And the road is pretty much free. You can see a little bit of deciduous forest on either side of the road. Right now you don't see that, but as I progress in this video, you can see on both ends there's a lot of deciduous forest. And I also had googled this place around. This place is pretty close to the Hesarghatta grassland, so which is kind of the only grassland left in Bangalore. So yeah, as you can see, it's very clear, the bullet sound now even at 70 kilometers per hour. Otherwise, with my helmet cam setup and with the helmet microphone, it was very difficult to basically hear the bullet silencer sound. There would be a lot of wind noise getting picked up from the helmet cam. Even from the chest mount, the wind noise is pretty less, but still, when you reach speeds like above 50, it does gather up a little bit of those wind noises. Even though I have a dead cat attached to the microphone, to the place where the microphone is there on the camera, but it still manages to pick up some wind noise. But that's okay. You can still I was able to record this beautiful sound from the mobile cam or the mobile microphone actually. So I like riding this place. So this is the second or third time I'm coming here with my Bullet 350, and this time I thought let me record the video and have a share with you guys. Yeah, so hope you enjoy this short video. In fact, it's going to be, I think, a pretty lengthy video. Is this road? I don't know. It's about 4 to 5 kilometers on one side. Yeah, this is how it sounds. The Bullet 350 when you reach 70, 60, 70 kilometers per hour on fifth gear. So you may have already noticed that this bike is not capable of doing high speeds. I mean, it can touch 100 kilometer per hour. Max I touched was 110 kilometers per hour, but then it feels a little bit of a stretch to keep at those speeds for a very long time. I found 70 to 80 is the speed where this bike feels more comfortable or most comfortable, and it can stretch up to 90 without any hassles, and beyond that it's a little bit of a struggle. It does reach 120 I guess as the top speed. Beyond that the rev limiter kicks in, but then you don't ever feel like pushing it beyond 90 kilometers per hour. uh, you'll be always happy checking it around 70 to 80 kilometers per hour, and yeah, that's where the sweet spot is of Bullet 350. And enjoying this bike on small countryside roads is the best thing you can do owning this bike. So yeah, also in city traffic it chugs pretty well. It has got a lot of low end and mid-range torque, which I think is best in segment for a 350cc. 0 to 40 is where it shines compared to other motorcycles, but beyond that all the torque curve goes down, and anything above 60 feels like, I mean, the engine is there lively, but you don't feel the bike really trying to push itself or accelerate itself beyond 60. So life on a Bullet 350 is quite sedate, I should say. You never ever feel the rush to push this bike or accelerate it very hard. Yeah, so you can see that beautiful sound. This is where I love the Bullet. The bike comes close to it. The way it makes you feel, right? That grunt, and the way it picks up, and the way you feel that engine between your legs, and the way it sounds, it's next level. You got to experience the Bullet. It's like a once in a lifetime bike. Yeah, no other bike can sound like this at this speed, I bet you.
At this point, we almost reached the end of the road. This is where the Nandini farm is. So as soon as we cross this hump, you can see a small shed ahead, and on the right hand side is the Nandini farm. I think it's a farm for sperm collection from the cattle. It's some sort of a lab. It's called Nandini Sperm Lab or something. Yeah, so this was the end of the road, and I could see a newly laid road here, paved road, but I was not sure where this road leads to. So I decided we'll take a U-turn and head back home. And yeah, so yeah, so this is what I love about the Bullet. This experience is what I wanted the Bullet for. When you ride a Royal Enfield, especially these single cylinder engines, it's not about going from point A to B. Any commuter could do that. But what these bikes give you is the feel of how you travel from that A to B, right? You can hear that nice, sweet little long stroke engine thump its way, that potato sound of the silencer, and you really enjoy your ride. It's a leisure motorcycle, it's not a commuter. But I feel that most people have misunderstood this for a commuter, especially in India, and they have high expectations coming from this bike, and it's like they expect this bike to perform at good speeds, be able to do triple digit speeds. So the question usually, or the thought usually among Indians is like, this is a 350cc motorcycle. How come it's not capable of doing triple digit speeds? But people who have ridden Royal Enfields before, who know a little bit of history about this bike, they know that these bikes are not meant for high speeds. These are leisure bikes. And also they are quite reliable. You can ride these bikes all day long without having the worry of the engine getting overheated and things like that. It's a air cooled engine, but still performs really well on long rides. Uh, this is one of the bikes in the world which you can enjoy to your heart's content, and it's a collector's item. It's complete retro looks, retro charm, retro sound, retro feel, that old motorcycle feel, that old charm. It's still there in the 2023 Bullet. You got to ride it to know it, and in order to know it, you have to visit the nearest showroom, get yourself a test ride it, experience it, feel it, and then you decide whether you want to buy this one or not. Don't go by the YouTube videos, even don't go by my saying, you know, and come to a decision that you're going to buy a Royal Enfield or not. Never do that. Take a test ride. If you like it, buy it. Don't listen to anyone. If your heart desires it, go for it.
So there is also comparisons drawn between the Royal Enfield and other motorcycles. These are very recent comparisons, hardly drawn over the last 4 to 5 years. And you may be already knowing what I'm talking about and which manufacturer I'm talking about. The comparison between Honda Highness CB350 and Classic or Bullet 350. So here's my view about all those comparisons. Uh, I feel it's not fair enough for you to compare Honda and a Royal Enfield. And I'll tell you the reasons why we should not compare it. First, let me talk about the similarities, okay, among the two bikes. Royal Enfield is a vintage bike. Honda is a vintage look-alike bike, okay? It's just a look-alike bike. It's not a vintage bike, okay? It doesn't have a history. It was made to, or it was produced to cater to a particular need of the motorcycle segment, and it does not have a history. That's number one. For most people, it may not even matter whether your bike has a history towards it or not, but that's a totally debatable topic. Okay, so as a consumer, it may not matter to you, but that's one difference. When it comes to similarities, both are long stroke engines. The Honda started making these long stroke engines in the recent 4 to 5 years, where it saw Royal Enfield 350cc single cylinders minting all that money. There was no competition to Royal Enfield ever in that segment, that sweet spot 300 to 400 cc. Apart from the Duke 390, which was like a totally different bike, there was no comparison between a Royal Enfield engine and a Duke 390 engine. Totally different engines, but what Royal Enfield was doing or minting out of that 300 400 cc segment, there was no competition. So Honda thought of giving a competition to Royal Enfield, and that's where they made a CB350 engine. Now it's a great engine. It's a very refined engine, and they even put a silencer that could make that potato sound, or they tried to copy the potato sound from the Royal Enfield. But I should say that they have not been successful in reproducing that Royal Enfield sound. If you hear both the bikes side by side, right, you could clearly make out the difference with your eyes closed, that which one is the Royal Enfield and which one is the Honda CB350. The difference is that huge. Okay, so many people saying like Honda silencers are like the old retro Royal Enfield sounds. I got to say, it's not. It doesn't sound like a Royal Enfield, not today, not even yesterday. And I even doubt it can ever sound like a Royal Enfield. But Honda did a good job with its engine. It's totally vibration free. It's a very refined engine, and people who demand like the top end performance, right, which the Royal Enfield engines lack, uh, that triple digit speeds. The Honda engine delivers it seamlessly. It is a very rev happy engine. Okay, but Royal Enfield engines are not rev happy. They can take the revs, but you get to know when you ride a Royal Enfield that it's not happy staying in those high revs. But the Honda engine loves to be in the high rev range, and the Honda engine lacks in the low end grunt. This is where the Royal Enfield shines over Honda. Right, 0 to 40, 0 to 50. Royal Enfield engine is very tractable, whereas Honda's engine struggles. It starts to knock around when you try to shift on higher gears at lower speeds. The engine definitely knocks around. You can see and feel that the Honda engine is not happy at low revs. So these are the two main reasons I feel that there is no comparison between a Royal Enfield engine and a Honda engine. Both are good engines in their respective places, but both are 350 cc's. If that is your only baseline where you have comparing, that's fine. But don't try to say like Royal Enfield engines are competing with Honda. And you can see in those sales figures, right? Year on year, Royal Enfield sales figures are increasing. Now, my question to you is if Honda engines were that great, or if Honda engines were that comparable to the Royal Enfield engines, why is it not showing up in the figures, yearly sales figures? That is one logic, or one fact, which directly beats the comparison videos that you see on the YouTube. So don't compare these both two bikes. They are totally different bikes, meant for different purpose. I also hear from people who have ridden the Honda CB350 that they say like it sounds like a bullet, it sounds like a classic, but it doesn't feel like a bullet. It doesn't feel like a Royal Enfield. It's missing a soul or something. I've even seen people saying it's a soulless bike. It's a Honda refined engine, Honda bike, Honda quality, Honda finish, everything is there, but it's totally soulless. So these are the reviews, or these are the people I've heard who have ridden the Honda CB350. Um, so this is where the line is drawn, right, between Honda and Royal Enfield. Two different bikes. And there have been few more competitors like Java and Yazdi. They are not even comparable. They don't even come close to Honda or the Royal Enfield J series engines. So no competition there. So I think I've reached almost the end of the ride now. So this is where I think I'll be pausing the video, and hope you enjoyed this vlog. And uh, yeah, I'll stop talking, and I'll soon come up with more videos with some long trip destinations. I was busy this New Year month, got a lot of work to do, complete, and got caught up in that. I didn't find time to ride, so I'll try to put some videos in the next few weeks, and bring you people new places to see, uh, give you more information. Yeah, until then, see you.